Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to give you 4 Easter KDP niches. These are low content book niches that look very promising. Publishers are already making money in these particular niches on Amazon. So if that interests you, if you are looking for ideas for some books to publish on Amazon, then follow along as I show you what these are. Now, if you've not been to this channel before, then welcome. My name's Paul Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it. And that's your money I'm talking about. If you do like videos like that, then please do give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell to receive notification of when I produce more videos like this. Now, Easter is actually fast approaching. It's just under 5 weeks away. So if you are thinking about getting into this niche, then it's vital that you start thinking about and getting those books published pretty much around now. If you did publish them now and you started to make some sales, then that would actually put you in good stead for Easter next year. So that's something worth thinking about. So I'm going to give you these 4 niches and I'm going to go through my thought processes as I investigate niches, and I'm going to tell you why I think these particular niches are good. Now, before we get on to that, a warning, and this is a trigger warning, and it's for people who think KDP is saturated, KDP is a scam, or I'm giving away those valuable Amazon niches that are locked away somewhere in the dark, mysterious bowels of Amazon. This video is not for you. This video is for the majority of people that watch these videos who get inspiration from them, who are looking for ideas and who want to go out there and create and publish something on Amazon with the chance of making some money, and for some, building that up into a full-time business, which is what I did. So, having said that, let's get straight onto it. Now, what I normally do, particularly when I'm looking at events, niche events, so things like Easter, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Halloween, that type of thing, I normally start by just putting in the root word, in this case Easter. Now what you can do is, if you follow Easter by space then a letter of the alphabet like A, you can see that Amazon will suggest some of the popular searches, and then you can see here straight away we've got Easter activity book, which appears. Now what I normally do is just make a note of these on a spreadsheet or in a notepad, and then I'll go back and investigate those further. And what you can do is go through each letter of the alphabet followed by B, see what suggestions come up. Now I do have a free plugin installed called AMZ Suggestion Expander, which does give me these suggestions also in these colored boxes. So these are useful, and again, anything relevant to what I want to publish, they would also go down on my list for investigation later. Now some of you will ask, what are these little graphs here and these figures? These are the searches per month on Google for a particular search term, and this is from a paid plugin that I've got called Keywords Everywhere. It's $10 for 100,000 search credits, and I find this useful. If we go back to Easter A, where it came up with that Easter activity book, you can see here that it's telling us that this particular keyword gets 590 searches per month on Google. So that's quite promising. It does tend to suggest that this keyword may be popular. So I did this, came up with some books to look at further, and then I found 4 niches that looked very promising. The first one is Easter colouring book. Now, first thing I look at when I put in a keyword is the number of search results. Now, I am in the all category, not the books category. I have done a video on that on my channel. What I look at is the number of search results. Now, 4,000, that's quite high. It tends to suggest that this might be a bit competitive for this particular keyword. However, I'm going to show you something and the reason why I think this looks quite promising. So what I do then is normally scroll down. I ignore the sponsored ads for the moment and I go to the next rows. And what I'm looking at are the bestsellers ranks. These first 4 books have all got pretty decent looking bestsellers ranks. In fact, I look for 3 or more books with bestsellers ranks of less than 300,000. It means money is being made in this particular niche with this particular keyword. So that looks pretty good. And if I scroll down, you've got more of these books again with all low bestsellers ranks. Now, one of the objections people have is, well, it's too saturated. There's no way you can produce a book now or anymore and get your book seen and make money on Amazon. Well, let me show you. I've got a free plugin installed called DS Amazon Quick View. So when I hover over the books, it'll tell me whether this book is published on KDP or not. And it will also tell me when this book was published. So we look at this book here, where it says independently published. That means it's on KDP 2021. Okay, fair enough. This book, February this year, and it's got a bestsellers rank of 24,000. Okay, so it's making sales, only just published. Oh, February 2022. If we keep going down, January 2022. This is KDP, February 2022. So you can see that there are books that were only published last month that haven't got lots of reviews and are making pretty decent sales. And we're still quite a few weeks away from Easter. So I'd expect those bestsellers ranks to drop as more sales of these books come in. So I like this because there are lots of newly published books in this niche on page 1 of Amazon. The bestsellers ranks are already good. Publishers are getting sales from these. And although the search results is 4,000, which is high, using a few keywords like Easter colouring book in the title, subtitle, there would be a good chance of getting your book ranked on the first page and making some sales. As I said earlier, you need to get onto this pretty quickly. One thing, look at this book here, Mickey Mouse Easter colouring book, published on KDP, February 2022. Don't do this. Trademark, copyright infringement. You will just get your account shut down. And people still do things like this because they send me messages saying that they've got their account shut down. And lo and behold, they've used Marvel images or Disney images, and they will come after you as well. And KDP will, without any question, terminate your account, and there's nothing you can do about that. So, bit of warning there, don't do that. Okay, the next niche I came up with, which looked good, was the Easter word search. And this particular keyword had 848 results, which is good. I tend to look for search results of 1,000 or less because to me, that gives me a very good idea that it's going to be a lot easier to get my book published on page 1, which is where we want to be to get sales. So let's have a scroll down and have a look at some of these books. Ignore the sponsored ones for the moment. So we've got this one here. Oh, published February 2022, so only last month. And has already got a review. Bestsellers rank of 51, making good sales. So we can see straight away that we've got a couple of books here with decent looking bestsellers ranks of less than 300,000. Again, this one published in February 2022. This one in March 2022, again with a decent looking bestsellers rank. Now this is actually for adults and it has this bestsellers rank. So if we go along, put this into our booksellers calculator, we'll just put in 30,000 to give us an idea. So this is selling somewhere between 145 to 300 books a month. And this was only published in March, actually less than 2 weeks ago. In fact, only 8 days ago. They may have got friends and relatives to buy this particular book, but it'd be worthwhile just keeping an eye on that and see what happens to the bestsellers rank. And again, if we scroll down, we've got these other books here, word search for kids, Happy Easter, again, March 2022 with a good bestsellers rank. So we've got low number of search results for this particular keyword. We've got books that were published recently. There's not loads and loads of books on the first page reviews, and there are books that are actually selling. We've got 3 or more with bestsellers ranks less than 300,000. Okay, next one. This is the Easter dot marker books. And again, we've got a good number of search results, only 822. And if we just have a scroll down, again, look at the bestsellers ranks, 30,000. 10,000, 5,913. If you're not sure what a dot marker activity book is, let's have a look inside. It's where you've got these like colouring book images, and kids use these big, what they call dot marker pens to make these coloured dots to colour in the images. I've actually done a video on this. I think it was 2020, which went into how to create one of these types of books. Very easy to create. Kids love them. And as we can see, sell very well. So that's my third suggestion for an Easter niche. Now we go on to my fourth suggestion, and that is the Easter cut and paste. Now actually this is a newish niche for me. I've not come across cut and paste books before, and we might do a bit of a deep dive into this in a future video. And this has only got 147 search results on Amazon. So this is very low competition indeed. But are these books selling well? Well, let's have a look. Let's just go past the sponsored ads. Happy Easter, cut and paste. This was published in January 2021. Bestsellers rank of 29,045. We see, similar to that book that we just looked at, probably selling somewhere between 145 to 300 a month at the moment. I expect those numbers to increase as we get closer to Easter. Let's have a look further down. KDP book 2021. Bestsellers rank 110,000. That's good. Again, KDP book. So we've got 3 or more books straight away with bestsellers ranks of less than 300,000. And we've got books that have been published actually this year that are ranking on the first page. So there is a lot of potential within this niche as well. Let's just have a quick look inside one of these books just to get an idea of what they are. Are they easy to create? Well, from this, it looks like what you have are images that kids cut out and then stick onto the pages within the book, maybe to complete a puzzle. So they look very basic. These sorts of images you could easily get off a site like Creative Fabrica. You may need to manipulate them a bit, change them a bit to produce these black and white outline drawings, which seem to be popular in these types of books. And you could create one of these quite easily. So there are 4 to think about. Now, if you are going to go into these sorts of niches, particularly the dot marker, the word search, I do have a playlist here on my channel, particularly devoted to KDP activity books, and you can find that here by clicking on this video. I hope you found that useful. I hope it gave you some inspiration and some ideas, which is what this video is actually all about, just giving you ideas. Until next time, thank you very much and goodbye.